That was the Fountainbleau High School Jazz Ensemble live here at the WWOZ studios, and it's led by band leader Lee Hicks. Lee, how we doing today?
Doing well. Thank you very much for having us.
Well, I want to thank you all for coming on down and bringing down your crew here. I mean, number one, they sound great. They were swinging hard, so congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And how long have you been the band director?
18 years.
18 years. So you really have a feel for what this band sounds like, and you
a little bit.
Right on. How about can you introduce the band?
Sure. We have Will Green on tenor sax, Jazz Seals on tenor sax, James Plaisance on alto sax and clarinet, Brian Ingrassi on bari sax, Mason Schoolmeyer on alto sax, Andy Dufresne on the trumpet, Colin Ledesma on trumpet, Amanda Phillips on trumpet, Ezra Schroeder on tuba and guitar, Tommy Migliori on the trombone, Jake Lodato on the trombone, Andre Bernard on trombone, Alex Mawson on the bass, and Brian Forrest on the drums, and we all fit in the room.
I was gonna say I think this may be the biggest school group I've ever had here.
We're missing 9.
And whoa, and your tuba player just left, but I've never seen your. There you are. I've never seen you hold a tuba like that. Was that just because of the space constrictions, or
It's a contra marching convertible for drum corps type tuba.
Oh, right on. It looked awesome. But why don't we have the band play another song so
sure.
The listeners can get a feel for Fountainbleau High School Jazz Ensemble.
Sure. This is Pyramid by Duke Ellington from the Afro Bossa album.
And you're hearing it live at WWOZ 90.7 FM, New Orleans. Yeah. That was awesome. The Fountainbleau High School Jazz Ensemble right here live at the WWOZ studios. And can I get a couple of the band members? Maybe come on up to the microphones, have a little conversation, a little chat. How we doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. And tell me your name.
I'm Will Green.
Will Green. What instrument do you play, Will?
I play tenor sax, and in concert band I play flute.
And how long have you been with the ensemble?
Let's see. Since I was a freshman, so this would be my 4th year with this ensemble.
And what has it done for you in terms of learning about music and opening up to new musical sounds and artists?
I mean, as far as music goes, this is a lot of real world experience, and we do a lot of on the gig jobs, I guess I'll say, a lot of real life things that are preparing us for if we want to play music in the world. But not only that, but I think it just makes us better people in general. It teaches you perseverance, teaches you commitment, things like that.
And working as a group, you got to work as a team.
Right.
It's not just you guys come together. You're all great parts, but the thing you create as a whole is something amazing. And we were talking off while you guys were performing how amazing this sounds. I felt like I was in a movie.
Well, thank you.
You guys were I was driving around in the city, and it was just happy and bustling. And I also wanted to give props. It looked like the drummer was playing with his hands and not even using sticks for a part of that song. So I was just and it looks like he's a magician too. So that's even better.
Well, that's another thing about this program that we're so lucky to be a part of, that so many other places in the country just play very standard pieces that just, get them through the concert or whatever. But Mr. Hicks really pushes us to play great pieces that have influenced people for decades, and they really are just extraordinary. I don't know a lot of other jazz bands that get to play things where their drummer plays with their hands and things like that. It's really something unique.
Is there an artist that has stuck with you because you've learned from playing in this band?
Stuck with me.
Or someone that's moved you or changed you that you've learned from perhaps your band leader or another musician in the band?
I think we all influence each other a great amount. We all push each other, and I know that Mr. Hicks has definitely influenced me and all of us to work hard, and he to a lot of us is like a second father in a way. I mean, he's very influential on us. And in recent times, we have had the saxophone professor from LSU, Doug Stone. He's come down and worked with us, and he's a great guy. And we have that connection because of Mr. Hicks, and he has definitely helped me just in the couple of times that I've worked with him. He has really changed my way of thinking about improvisation and just jazz theory and things like that.
Right on. Well, thanks, Will. Is there somebody else who wants to come up onto the mic and say a few words?
Hi.
How we doing? And
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Tell me your name.
Well, I'm Andre.
Andre, what instrument do you play, Andre?
I play the trombone.
Trombone. How come you chose the trombone?
Well, a long time ago, I really couldn't tell what instrument I wanted to play. I was in 5th grade and I was trying to decide, and then my dad told me, he goes, "Have you ever heard of this band called Bonorama?" And I was like, "No." And so he played me some of their stuff. I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." And he goes, "Oh yeah, the lead trombone player, he's our neighbor." And I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'll play trombone now."
So who's your neighbor?
Mark Mullins.
Mark Mullins. Have you met Mark?
I have. He's never home. But
Have you had a chance to play trombone with him or talk about trombones with him? I mean, he's never home, so I know it's really hard.
Well, I've talked to him about it. Like I've seen him after like some concerts he's been at. But I've played basketball with the son a few times. So
right on.
That's really the most connected I've had with him.
And how do you feel about playing in the Fountainbleau high school jazz ensemble?
It's crazy. Like what Will said. Like not everyone gets to do this. Especially go to Chicago later on in the year. Be one of the most renowned jazz bands in the world.
Right on.
It's awesome. That's
awesome. Well, thank you so much, y'all, for playing. Can you hand the mic back to Lee? I got one more question for him.
Yeah.
So I heard you got a special trip coming up.
We do. These kids are one of the 3 groups from internationally, but There's an international conference for music education in Chicago in December called the Midwest Clinic, and there are 18,000 plus music educators from around the world, and there are only 3 high school jazz bands performing, and this is one of the 3. So
3 out of
the whoever
is it around all
applied,
global?
Yeah, there are people from there. Will be some Japanese concert bands and some Japanese orchestras and a group from Australia, I think, this year and stuff like that. But so we're going to perform on Friday, December 20th, and we're raising money to get there.
Right
'Cause
on.
buses
Well,
aren't cheap.
we hopefully can help that. I'm about to introduce. I'm going to introduce Leslie Cooper, the producer of School Groove, and she's got something really special for you, Lee.
Thank you so much, Murph. First of all, thanks for having us on your show. I know the connection that you have with School Groove and how much you enjoy it, and I really appreciate you giving us of your time. These are some amazingly talented young musicians. I am so proud of all of y'all, and I want to hear all the good things that'll be coming your way. Y'all stay in touch and let us know. Now, I have something for y'all. We're going to thank Reginelli's because when we get through, we've got pizza for everybody. That makes a musician smile. It really does. So WWOZ and the Giamaone Prima Foundation are happy to award Fountainbleau High School Jazz Ensemble a check for $1,000. All right, there you guys. I hope this helps with your trip or anything else that you need, because we need to support programs like this. Can you tell us really quick how people that want to help you get to this trip, the fundraising efforts, how they can do that?
We're gonna. You can go on our website, www.fhscrimsonband.com, or we're doing the parents have organized a jazz attack at the Shack restaurant in Covington on October 13th, and some of these guys they play in brass bands. There's a couple brass bands that come out of this group, and some of them are going to be playing. Some of the kids will show up. We might play some of these tunes if everybody shows, and it should be a lot of fun on October 13th at the Shack in Covington. And we'll do other concerts hopefully soon too.
How about one more song for the listeners?
Sure. This one's was written for us to play in the Midwest by a guy named Ben Hilton out of Texas. He wrote it for us. It's called the Fountainbleau Funk.
Right on. The Fountainbleau Funk from the Fountainbleau Jazz Ensemble live at WWOZ 90.7 FM, New Orleans.